everyone, happy Valentine's Day. I hope your love tanks are full and that you received a lot of gifts, or your love tanks were filled in other ways where your special someone, did some acts of service, did something for you, washed the dishes, took out the garbage, stuff like that. Either way, I just hope your love tanks are full like mine are. It's Tuesday, so we lead a group for young people, mostly college aged. We're not a very big group, it's only a few of us, but they're very faithful, very loyal. And we decided to go with the theme. It is Valentine's Day, so we decided to go with the theme and talk about love. Not so much about relationships, but mostly love that God gives us, and how we can't love each other without receiving God's love. Because it says, where does it that it says it?
1 John 4.
1 John 4. We love each other, for He loved us first. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Hope it's a good one, and I hope that they enjoy it. So we're back home. Usually we meet at our church. We meet in a little room, but today I kind of forgot my keys. So we ended up first going to a Dunkin' Donuts nearby, but then some people were hungry for tacos from a restaurant that was across the street. So we ended up going there. And that's where we met, and we had a good time. Discussing about God's love. We actually had them write letters to their spouses or future spouses. Most of them, or actually all of our group, is single. And during the lesson, my wife came up with an amazing analogy about giving God the pen to our love story. Sometimes we try to take control. We take that pen and we try to write our own love story, or maybe not even a love story, maybe our life story. And we try to do it on our own strength. We try to do it with the best of our knowledge. And 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, it doesn't go very well. And then sometimes we hear the sermon about surrendering to God, and then we go, okay, you know what? Let me try it. I'm just gonna give him a piece though, because I don't want to give full control. I still want to have part control, and doesn't work like that. We give him the top, the cap that goes on the top of the pen. Like, here you go, you can have this, but I'm still gonna keep the writing part. I still want to try to write my own story. Or sometimes we give them, maybe we unscrew the little part that actually covers the ink, and we give them that, but we still have the ink, the part that actually writes. We give them all the parts of the pen except for the ink, the part that writes. In the end, we really have surrendered nothing, because we still have control of the writing utensil. Or sometimes we say, okay, God, here's the pen. You know, I'll give you the pen, I'll give you the ink, the butt end of the pen, the little tip of the pen, but I'm going to keep the cap. I'll give you control to write, but I'm going to pick and choose when I want you to write and when I don't want you to write. So that's why I'm going to keep the cap, cap that pen. Still doesn't work like that. You're still not fully surrendering. So what God wants us to do is to give him the whole pen. Give him complete control of writing our life story, our, in this particular moment, love story. And say, here's the pen, God. I have no control. I'm taking my hands off the wheel. And that's what he wants us to do. That's when those 10 times out of 10 of failing turn into 10 times out of 10 of being completely amazed. I know in my particular case, it took me years to finally do that. And when I did do that, that's when things turned around. That's when my wife came into my life. And sure, it still took a little longer to actually know that she was going to be my wife, or for us to even actually start dating. But in the end, he wrote in my eyes, in our eyes, an amazing love story. Why? Because we decided to give God the pen. The pen to our lives, the pen to our love story, the pen to everything. So that's my little sermon for this Valentine's Day. If you guys are in a place where you're just ready to give up, you've tried relationships, they've ended horribly, they've ended in hurt, they've ended in betrayal, they've ended in you name it. Try giving God the pen. Try surrendering everything and saying, you know what, God? I don't know what I'm doing, but you do. Apparently, from what I hear from other people, you write the best love stories. You write the best love songs. I don't care what John Lennon has, or I don't care what anybody has. They ain't got nothing on God. So I hope you've been blessed by this message. Comment any testimonies. You know, if anybody tries it and something amazing happens, you know, I'd love to hear. And have a good one, and God bless.